Hey guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Just having a fun time with the kids outside. They're going to be quiet for me so I can do a beer review quick. We're going to do one from the Port Brewing Company. I think Port Brewing Company's from San Diego, but I'm not sure. San Marcos, California. They're older viscosity. So, ain't your daddy's 30 weight. I guess it says something like that on it. Trying to maneuver from the sun. Down knocked sun. Okay, older viscosity, not your daddy's 30 weight. Malt beverage aged in oak barrels. Why not just Imperial Porter or Imperial Stout or something? Just malt beverage. It's just, yeah. Anyway, portbrewing.com. I know it's a beverage made out of malt. I got it. 12% alcohol by volume. So, DJ session strength. Awesome. Here we go. It's cork and cage. I don't, it's aged in oak barrels, but I have no inkling that there's actually a liqueur in, or bourbon or whiskey or anything in those barrels. Thinking that it's just oak, but I'm not sure. There's old viscosity, and this is its kicked up brother. Okay, here we go. Label out. It's a malt beverage. Okay, pouring very dark, but murky brown ruby hues coming through the pour. And it's trying to hold a head, but it is a very dark head that is holding, but it will be dissipating in less than a few seconds, as you can see. One thing I can already tell you is it's very sticky and clingy to the glass. I can see a soft visual staining of the glass. And if you shake it around, you do get a soft invigoration of a head. Here we go. Yeah, there is a wind change. Now I'm getting smoke. Wow. 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 If someone said, hey, this is aged in something, pick something, I would have to say something between Pinot Noir and port, somewhere in there, because there's a lot of definitely super dark fruits, hints of that. There's hints of grape, there's hints of raisins, there's hints of cherries, and right behind that is a really bold roasty toasty note and chocolate coming through. Hints of caramel and toffee too in there also. Let's get it. This is a dark fruit flavor bomb. All right, cheers. Wow. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin. It's on the low side of a full mouthfeel, but lots of baker's chocolate, lots of roasty, toasty, charry, smoky goodness, lots of the dark fruit goes up and down and it changes a little bit. Sometimes I get like, okay, I'm definitely getting like a wine, hint of a red wine, and then it goes into more cherries and then raisins and then back up a little bit to cherries and fades away too with all the chocolate. Yeah, you definitely have a whole wrapping sensation of a wine-esque quality. The dark fruits really just wrapping around, hintly tarting, getting a soft tartness to the beer. Not off or anything, but just like tart cherries, stringent acidic red wine notes, kind of biting into you a little bit as you take the beer in. And it holds on. At least that's what I'm getting anyway. So let me do a quick read. This is very savory. I hope to do that. Oh, let's see. 1,000 miles. That's what automakers recommend as the distance, or 3,000 miles, but I think it's cut off. because I think 3,000 miles is the recommended distance for an oil change, that a car should travel before changing out the nasty old used up oil. Yeah, well now it's like 7,000 because we have synthetics. Travel before changing out that nasty oil used up oil. Nasty old used up oil. Sure, that's right, you betcha. 3,000 miles and not a foot further. I'll get right on that. Except this isn't your except that isn't older viscosity. Nope. This is one seriously sludgy. I just traveled 10,000 miles sort of a beer. It's the way we want it to be. We make no apologies for the viscosity of this thing. It's all right. Could you run out your car? Could you run your car on it? Well, we say most likely not, but then again, we've never tried. Perhaps it could. At Port Brewing, we made an Old Viscosity as one of our year-round beer. A portion of each batch of Old Viscosity is aged for at least 6 months in used bourbon barrels each year. We also select some of the best barrels from our cellars and blend them together from the release of older viscosity ale. We'll let you decide which one you like better. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have an experiment we need to conduct with that old 53 Chevy out behind the brewery. Now, I am not getting bourbon out of this. I've had lots of bourbon barrel aged ales, as you know, because of this channel. I'm not getting bourbon. I'm getting red wines. I'm getting port wine. You know what I mean? I'm getting super crazy dark fruit chaos. There is a nice pepperiness and a nice caramel too in there that I do get from bourbons, but this thing is so dark fruit forward. No idea. No clue. So, honestly, that's a shame because I think some of it's covering up the fact that it's bourbon barrel aged. That's a shame. Because I do like when bourbon shines through a beer. There is some nice sludge at the bottom of this bottle. It is a nice creamy mouthfeel. Again, this one was a little bit thicker when I poured the rest of it because the overall body was a low, full mouthfeel. Now we're hitting the medium mouthfeel mark. It's soft and subtle. Soft and subtle baker's chocolate, roasty, toasty, char smoke. All subtle, beautiful things. Super dark fruits. Super dark fruits. Now you're starting to, actually, the more I drink, I'm starting to get that ethanol, alcohol, I guess barrel aging as well, burn, that where you start breathing it. It becomes very effervescent. And you start breathing it back up. This is a damn savory sipping beer. Even though some of the bourbon barrel aging is foreshadowed by dark fruits, I like dark fruits. Quiet. And this is a big old 9.5 out of 10. Because this is, oh yeah. I wish this bottle was a 750. Yeah, that would have been great. But it's not. It's a dial tiny thing. So, all the kids are yelling at me now, so I better get going. This is Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers.